The Team Lally Show was previously recorded.
It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, Adrienne Lally, and Attilio Leonardi will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey everybody, this is Attilio with the art part of the show, and one of my life lessons is when you say you're ready, you got to be ready. Because saying ready and not being ready is two different things, and then there's a little gap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So here's my statement for today, or I don't know, it's like social media and any type of communication shows, radio shows, whatever, podcasts, they always start off with something, right? If you see the thumbnail on social media, there's like these big words in the caption next to the person's big face. So here's what it would be if I had a podcast thumbnail. But when does the ant ever get to play? But when does the ant ever get to play? So if anybody knows Aesop's fables, here's the classic. The ant and the grasshopper. The industrious ant worked all summer long storing food for the winter. Why?
Because that's what they do. They're planners.
What they do.
They're workers.
While the carefree grasshopper fiddled and played all summer. So when the winter came, the ant was able to survive while the grasshopper was in dire straits. The moral of the fable, there's a time for work and there's a time for play. And I'm reading this from a book called Die With Zero. Now, Getting all you can from your money and your life. Bill Perkins.
The grasshopper friends with the ants? Because I think that would be helpful. If you're like a grasshopper, make sure you're friends with ants so you don't die in the wintertime.
Yep. So, but here's the greater moral that he talks about.
Okay.
But when does the ant ever get to play? So the theme of his whole book is right here. We know what happens to the grasshopper. The grasshopper starves, but what happens to the ant? That is, if the ant spends his short life slaving away, when does he get to have any fun? We all have to survive, but we all want to do much more than survive. We want to really live. So here's the focus of his book, Thriving, Not Just Surviving. This book is not about making your money grow. So here it is. Here's the I don't know, what does Oprah say? Tweetable moment. This book is not about making your money grow. It's about making your life grow. And chapter 1 is about accumulating positive experiences.
He talks about it's a bit of more of a math problem, right? Making sure that you have enough money and then calculating what you need so that you can enjoy your life while you are still physically capable. Right?
Yeah, because the ant version of people in life is they work all their lives, save all this money, have $5 million in their IRA,
and then they retire,
and then they drop dead.
Yeah,
or they wait, and then they go on that vacation in Italy, and then I forgot what was the dome. It's a dome in Italy. We went to it. And how many steps on the inside? Because you walk up on the in between the walls and inside the dome.
It was like, I don't know, a lot, but because I was hopping up there with my crutches.
Yeah.
I did it.
But Adrienne was like the old guy, 90 years old, going up with her crutches. And I was like the younger person, still fit and able-bodied. But instead of we could have put that money in an IRA. And by the way, I'm not saying blow off everything and be like a grasshopper and fool around your whole life and end up destitute. It's a balance between two.
Well, you want to be smart and strategic and know your numbers.
It's not only know your numbers, you got to do it before you turn 92. Yeah. How many stories have you heard with people like, oh, I'll get to retire, and then boom, they get a cancer diagnosis, they got to have hip replacement, they got to have a shoulder thing, and then they're just sitting on buses in Europe visiting churches. And I'll tell you, my dad's in his 70s. You know what he said? He did one of those tours. You know what he said?
There's a bunch of old people there?
He said, Attilio, if I see one more church, because even at his age, he just didn't want to be sitting in a bus. You get in the bus, get off the bus, look at a church. Get back on the bus, drive to the next church, look at the church. Nothing wrong with churches, but if you're looking at 10 of them.
Like, enough is enough.
So when we go on vacation, we have it curated by somebody it doesn't cost anything because they get paid on the back end by the people that they book the events with. What's her name? Carol?
Yes, Carolyn.
If you want Carolyn's information, all you got to do is info@teamlally.com, 808-7...
999596.
And she curates a vacation to your needs. Like one day in Japan, we went and saw a waterfall, walked through all these cities, caught the train, and we did like 30,000 steps. And
I was still recovering from my my knee situation.
Yeah. The point being is that, are you going to, at age, there's not to say that there aren't 90-year-olds that can do 30,000 steps in one day. But I will tell you, there are a lot less 90-year-olds than people at whatever age you are right now. So
I think the lesson is, like, don't wait.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. Do it now. Budget for it now.
I would start a travel agency and it would be called, "What are you waiting for?" That's what it'd be. They call, "Hello, ring, ring. Hello, what are you waiting for? This is Attilio. How can I help you?" "Oh, yeah, we're thinking about going on a vacation to Japan because the yen is really favorable." Then we go, "Well, what are you waiting for? Let's book it."
So anyways, this book that we're reading is called Die with Zero. And it's a great short little read. Easy little read.
Yeah.
Recommend it. So I want to talk about our celebrity home of the week.
Who's the celebrity?
This is Lindsay Lohan. Malibu.
Lindsay Lohan. Wait.
Yes.
She was in The Parent Trap.
Yes. She
had two roles. She was a twin. She played herself and another person.
It could be her home in Malibu Retreat is $7.3 million. It's available for $7.3 million.
It was featured in the movie called The Canyons.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw that movie. Never even heard of that movie. 2013.
Yep. Beautiful unobstructed views of the Pacific Ocean.
Uh-huh.
Yep. 12
acres. The home
acres.
sits on a private promontory. First of all, we need to... What the heck is a promontory? I think it's like a peninsula of land, probably, or, it sticks out in plain English.
It's on 12 acres, and there's 4 separate structures.
Oh, the dining terrace overlooks the ocean. Woo!
All right, has a rare combination of privacy, acreage, and ocean views close to Pacific Coast Highway.
A catwalk connects the 2 wings of the upper level.
Wow, this sounds like an amazing home. We are screen sharing it, so if you're tuning in...
check it out.
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. So we live stream our radio show, and then we're doing some screen sharing of this cool Lindsay Lohan.
A lot of times people listen to radio shows are like, they have this image of what we look like. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't need to do that. You don't have to imagine. You can just watch us live stream. Mm-hmm. I make funny faces. I just did one just now. I just did another one. And we share interesting information, and then you can see some visuals of the stuff that we're talking about. But you got what? What do you got, a deal of the week?
Yes, we've got a deal of the week.
Hold on. Chris wants us to do this fast.
All right, well, I'm going to talk about the deal of the week first. That's in Eva Beach. We go to Eva Beach, deal of the week.
So many deals of the week. Go ahead.
All right, so it's actually, the price has been adjusted to just under $1 million, $995.
Okay, let's take turns. Eva Beach, Eva by Gentry Prescott. HOA is only $600 a year.
4 bedrooms, 3 full bath.
1 bedroom and 1 full bath on the bottom floor.
27 owned solar panels.
Tesla, freshly painted exterior, professionally done.
Home is turnkey, meticulously cared for. Nest thermostat, plantation shutters, huge walk-in closet.
And a primary suite. There's even some furniture in the home available to the buyers if they would like it. And last but not least,
open house Sunday, August 25th, 2 to 5.
Sunday. So that's our deal of the week, Eva Beach. Now, shall we do the other one?
Yes.
Let's do it. And we're going to go real fast. You ready? Hey, everybody. Welcome to our deal of the week, Honolulu. List price is $549. What?
It's in Kaka'ako.
We have 2 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Stunning city and mountain views.
Modern laminated flooring throughout.
There's the amenities of the barbecue area, pool, sauna, resident manager, dog park.
And was that it?
Close to essential services like police and fire department.
And it's a prime location.
Yes, near parks, commercial areas, and schools.
Yeah, got Whole Foods, all that kind of good stuff in that area.
Yes. So lots of deals. Just get a hold of us and we will share more
By the
details.
way, if you want to see any of our deals of the week, all you got to do is go to Team Lally's YouTube channel. And we also do speed tours where we take this drug called speed and then we do a tour.
That is not
true, Attilio. No, we just go really fast through the home.
Attilio runs and I chase him through the homes.
Yep. That's why you got to be fit.
Yes, that's
you
why.
You got to be fit realtors.
Yeah, so we were just this past weekend, speaking of being fit realtors. We did the Spartan race in Wailua. That was it was a hot, dusty race.
People are still sweaty from that. It was so hot, they're still sweaty today, 1 week later. I'll tell you right now, though, I hope, please, promoters, move it back to Cool Old Ranch. It's cooler there. It's nicer. They have actual grass. I felt like we were running through a dust bowl. Nothing personal. Oh, we were running through like California grass.
They were trip hazards. Yeah, they were like it was kind of scary.
It was interesting. It was fun. You know, it challenges you. It makes you cry. It makes you laugh. It makes you want to hug somebody, except when they went through the mud. But it was fun. They had a lot of people out there, vendors. You know, if you want to have a goal in August every year to do the Spartan, and that sets you up for the rest of the year to stay in shape and
train for it all year.
Train for it all year long. So
they've got lots of different options. They've got 5K, and then like a 10, 15K, 25K.
I learned something. I did the rope climb, all upper body strength. Not too bad. I'm 57 and I can do it all my arms, no legs, not doing that fancy leg thing they do. But when I got to the top, I forgot to lock my legs in. So when I was coming down, I totally burned my hands with a rope burn. Lesson learned. Lock the legs in before you ring the bell. Then come down nice and gently and smoothly. You know what I love about this race? You know what it has on the packet?
The
big,
disclaimer.
Bold, red letters, all caps. Death may occur.
They warned you.
They warned you. Hey, you know what? When you was born and you came out, and if the nurse handed you one packet, it would say the same thing. Life is a testing place, not a resting place. So that's it. What else we got?
Well, we are hiring. We want to remind our listeners we're hiring. We do have a career night coming up. It's in October. But if you don't want to wait until October, just go to jointeamlally.com.
That's jointeamlally.com.
We've got a lot of different roles, ranging from administrative to
let's
sales,
talk about the administrative one right now. We're looking for a listing manager, and what does it pay, and what do they do? What does it pay? What do they do?
I would say it really depends on the experience and if you're licensed. So,
starting. What's going to be starting?
So, I mean, minimum would be $50K with all your benefits and bonus. But if you do have more experience, then
we pay you more.
That goes up. Yeah. And W-2 Monday through Friday in our cool office with snacks. We have
awesome snacks.
We did a video about all of the snacks.
I think we got some baller snacks. No, we can't afford like one vegan chef or in-house masseuse, but we got good snacks. I swear, when we go Costco, it's at least $300-$500 on snacks.
Yeah, and Celsius and
drinks, energy drinks.
I think you even had some Maui seltzers.
Take it easy. That's only for the pauhanas on the Friday. Or when we're working with some super stressful people. No, we never work with super stressful people. All our clients are awesome.
They are.
But they gotta be, because nobody was an alcoholic on the team where it was so challenging that we had to start pounding day drinking. I don't think we had any clients that caused us to be day drinkers. They were close.
Yep. So we're hiring for the listing manager, and then also if you. I know our industry is going through some changes, and agents are worried.
The statistics are that more agents are leaving the industry than switching brokerages.
And if you're an agent and you're worried about how am I going to navigate or express my value proposition to the client, because now things are different with how buyer agents get paid.
Hey,
we have the solutions.
I want to talk about it in plain English. The National Association of Realtors had an ongoing lawsuit for multiple years. They finally settled, and it had to do with the cooperating commissions that are paid for to the buyer agent. So these are agents representing the buyer, and because it was it was paid for on the it was paid for by the So the commissions were all going to the seller's brokerage, and then the seller would give a piece of the pie to the buyer's agent. Now, and here's just the real short and sweet of this. You can either read the 1,100-page settlement document, or you can just hear what I'm telling you right now.
Which our principal broker, Chad Shima, has read.
Yeah, which he has read.
Thank you, Chad Shima.
And by the way, I'm not providing any legal advice or any kind of legal interpretation of the lawsuit. I'm just sharing with you my opinion. But basically, two things. We can no longer advertise and by the way, for you as consumers, you're like, what commissions? Whatever, because you don't see it. It's only agent to agent in that part of the remarks of it, but no longer can we advertise that cooperating commission or even call it cooperating commissions or commissions.
They're called concessions.
They're called concessions. And so that is all going to be negotiated at the time of the offers when they come in. And then the second thing is that you have to sign a buyer's rep agreement. You have to. We cannot work with you if you don't sign a buyer's rep agreement. So no more buyers playing the field and, the first agent that finds me the good deal, I can work with them. And that's exactly how they sound, The first agent that finds me the best deal, I can work with them. So no more playing the field.
So everyone,
you got to commit.
Yeah, everyone's got to do paperwork.
Yeah.
And for buyers, I think the only way that, you can get into a home without having that paperwork would be like maybe coming to an open house.
Or if you just kick the front door in and then HPD would call you away in handcuffs and zip ties. But, no more open houses. You can go.
Oh, yeah.
But if you want to do an individualized appointment, you have to have a signed buyer's rep agreement with an agent that is going to open the door for you.
You got to formalize that relationship.
All right.
And, our team has always done that.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal for us.
Yeah. And you know what? We bring good value. So speaking of value, let's say you're a buyer out there and, maybe just there isn't a home that is listed. Maybe you're looking in a certain community and not one of the homes that's listed for sale fits your criteria, but you like the community. How do we serve those types of clients, Adrian?
Well, we do special reach outs. We have a lot of different strategies that
we hungry.
Yeah, we will go door to door.
We will knock on the doors.
We'll send letters.
Yeah. That's the sound effect for sending letters.
We get creative. Even these letters will sometimes have an offer.
Yes.
So just to really get attention.
Here's the sound effect. He goes to their house. They open them up. Ooh, I should call these people. They wrote me an offer. We call around. So we figure it out. We'll turn over some rocks for helping you find a home. And it's not just the stuff that's listed for sale. Because you're listening to this. Have you ever thought about selling your home and it's not on Zillow and you don't even have an agent, but you thought about selling it? And then you go check your mail and boom, there's an offer. They'll be like, wow, what's the odds? I was thinking about selling and this offer hit my house. It came into me in the mail. So the other thing I want to talk about is our 10K for Upgrades program. What's that?
So as you get ready to get your home to be put on the market,
but you got to say it like a story.
Yeah, there's generally...
You got to say once upon a time, there was a homeowner.
There was a homeowner who wanted to sell their home, and unfortunately...
Let's go back and forth. And then the wife was all pissed off with the husband because she had this long honey-do list that he never did anything with. And that created...
an argument.
It created
some stress.
You got to fill the story like no, just one word. Filled an argument and stress.
Yes,
and then they decided to sell, and then they realized what? All these years of not doing that.
They didn't have all this extra money to do all these extra little honey-do lists, and then they called Team Lally.
Because they was just about to file for divorce, but the husband's like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, honey. I never do all of that stuff. If I had done it slowly over the years, then a lot of these bigger problems would have been small money problems, and we would have spent small kind money throughout the years maintaining the home. Now, because everything is, what those realtors, they use that fancy words, deferred maintenance. That's a translation, you and lazy son of a gun. You never take care of your house all these years.
So
we got to come in and help you fix them up.
But this is not for a full-on
major remodel.
renovation.
No.
Although we do have a program for that.
We can.
This is just really for home prep. So what that would cover is maybe
aesthetics.
Maybe painting,
facelift,
painting inside, outside,
anti-wrinkle cream,
maybe new flooring, good deep cleaning,
tummy tuck.
landscaping, those kind of things.
You see how, like, I'm saying it like in terms you may or may not understand, but these are aesthetic things. Aesthetic things. And then do we have the resources of the people?
We have the resources, we project manage it, and we pay for it up front, and then we get reimbursed at closing.
Yeah. So we do all of that on our dime and time. Wait, what's the catch? We charge some crazy like 29% interest, and then we're like loan sharks, like hard money, and then we come visit their house every Friday for payments, or what we do?
No, we're investing because we are, we're part of the team. We're all in this together to get you guys the most amount of money.
So if your family name is
take away some stress,
Kamaka Viva Ole, we're part of Team Kamaka Viva Ole to help get your home sold. We're putting up our own money. Adrian and I's $10,000, and we get reimbursed at closing. There's no markup. There's no shenanigans. There's no payment, no interest, no nothing. Speaking of someone that does not have no shenanigans when they're helping you purchase a home or refinance or all of that good stuff. Who is that, Adrian?
That would be Jodie Tanga, the mortgage genius, with her tip of the week.
Hey, Jodie.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. A lot of changes in the landscape out there. How is it out there in the wild lending safari?
Well, there have been, improvement in interest rates, so that always excites everyone. There has been a, nationwide increase in like mortgage applications. So more people are, I guess, maybe getting back on the horse or getting a little bit more serious about trying to be able to qualify for purchasing. Yeah. But yeah, so the economic data seems to have like a 93% probability that it is going to decrease the overnight rate in the September meeting. So within the next 2.5 weeks. And in light of that, there have been improvements in interest rates. Yeah.
And so connect the dots for us on the overnight rate to fixed 30-year mortgage that someone's looking at and the interest.
Right. So, and actually that's a great point, because I had dinner the other, what day was it? Sunday night. And that was with someone that has been in the industry for, I would say, over 10 years. Yeah. And they said that they heard that mortgage rates are going back down to 3%. Oh. And, I was like, what? Yeah, like, that was on TikTok.
When 12-year-old said that on TikTok. That is so valid. Not.
I mean, I literally was like, this is crazy. And what's even crazier is that her daughter works for one of the news stations. And her daughter was the one who told her that. So, like, the news is potentially saying this stuff, which is...
That's a prediction.
Painful. Yeah. But basically, a 30-year fixed rate is like basically the longest. It's 30 years. Like you're getting that interest rate for 30 years. So it's a super long amount of time that the bank is giving you that interest rate versus what I'm talking about, that the Fed, the Federal Reserve, is saying that they're going to reduce in September. That's the overnight rate. It's like an 8-hour loan versus a 30-year loan. Yes. So they're on opposite sides of the spectrum, but they are 100% positively correlated. And it is necessary for the overnight rate to decrease in order for the mortgage rates to decrease. Yeah. And so in light of that, as the certainty continues to increase that the overnight or the very short 8-hour loan interest rate is going to come down, mortgage rates have already come down. Yeah. So, but the one of the things, about it is that it's not, even the overnight rate's not going to drop down to 3%. Yeah. So I have no idea where that news outlet came up with that.
The overnight rate, I don't know if it was the overnight rate, but I heard it was like during the height of COVID, I don't know what it was, but something went to like 0. Like whoever.
Yeah, that was the overnight rate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. So, barring a pandemic, so somebody's predicting 3% interest rates in a pandemic. Okay, you got monkey virus, but.
So, Jodie, if someone's in the market now, like let's say that they're out shopping for homes, and they get under contract.
Yeah.
How does that work? Can you, if the rate drops, do they get to take advantage of the new rate, or do they are they stuck with whatever they got into escrow with?
Or what's the mechanism? How do they do that?
How does that work?
Yeah.
So there is a float down potential.
Yeah.
That you would be able to take advantage of getting a better interest rate if rates go down after you've locked in.
Yeah.
However, there are requirements or guidelines that have to be satisfied in order to do it. So it's literally written out. Like, so let's say you get locked in at a 5.75 and rates drop to a 5.625.
Yes.
It's not enough of a drop to qualify for a rate lock. A float down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but this is different from floaters, right? I'm talking about the tourists out at Hanama Bay. I don't know what you guys thinking about. Anyway, so give us some specifics. Is it a 1% drop where you can float the rate down?
0.25.
0.25.
There has to be a 0.25% improvement. So that would be, I locked you in at 5.75, and if I had not locked you in, and if I had floated, and now rates are at 5.5, then you would be eligible for a float down. Now, keep in mind, for some companies, there's a cost associated with a float down.
That's what I was going to ask. Does this cost the borrower more money?
It does. Sometimes it does. But in most cases, even if there is a cost, it's well worth it. So it's like, okay, so I have to pay a certain percentage of the loan, a small percentage, like a quarter.
Okay.
So 0.0025, but of the loan, and then I get to have a 5.5 instead of a 5.75. Like, most people are like, well, yes, I would do it. Now, ideally, like, we want to be working with the wholesalers that don't charge for a float down, because I would say about 30% charge for a float down, 70% don't charge for a float down.
Because they want the business.
Right. But of the 30% that do charge for a float down, they are definite front-run leaders as far as the ones that have the best interest rates.
Gotcha. So you get what you pay for.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. You ain't going to find no Porsche at Walmart.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So, and then, as a broker, there's always the pivot ability.
Yeah.
So, and that's literally the ability to be like, well, we were sending your loan to XYZ wholesale mortgage, and now we're going to send your loan to ABC wholesale.
Yeah.
So, as a broker, this is not going to be really an option as like if you're working with like a mortgage bank or any of the big like FDIC.
Yeah. If you're brick and mortar, just so you know what Jodie's sharing with you guys is that they're limited to the products that are offered by the brick and mortar. With Jodie, she can shop around.
She's a professional shopper.
She go Costco, and she can check out all the samples, even the try some, buy some one. So she can check out all the samples as opposed to just one, which is good news, right? Because maybe you don't like those tortilla chips with picante sauce on them, and you like just plain Stacy chips. Jodie can get you the one you like.
Well, thank you, Jodie, for your tip of the week.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All righty.
That's Jodie Tanga, our mortgage genius. She's one of the experts we trust. You can find her on our Experts We Trust page under the resource tab.
By the way, we have a ton of resources on our website. You should check it out. We've got deals of the week. We got speed tours, and then we have all those experts. If you need somebody and you're like, I wonder if they're good or not. Hey, if they're on our website, they are. And if they get junk after they get on the website, we kick them off.
All right. Well, we are going to take a break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Fabio Silva from Hawaii Water Damage Restoration. He's going to share insights on how their quick response times have saved properties and their comprehensive water damage solutions.
So stay with us.
Have you ever been in a financial bind? How long did you wait before you called in the experts? Aaron and Alexis knew they couldn't wait much longer. They were preparing to return to the mainland and carrying both a rent and a mortgage on their home in Mililani. It was definitely time to call my friends Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams Honolulu to step in and help. They dove right in and discussed the selling process, wasting no time. Adrian and Attilio prepared their home for market, and within 3 short weeks, the listing went live. But wait, not even a full week later, Aaron and Alexis had 2 offers on their home and closed escrow over the asking price. When you need to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama, trust Adrian and Attilio of Team Lally to do the job for you. Call 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. Or visit teamlally.com, spelled Lally, Lally.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, talking with the only real estate agent in your market I recommend. Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams Honolulu. You know, it's more important than ever that you have your house in top condition when you sell it. Can you give some suggestions on how to do that?
Sean, homes need to be move-in ready. The basics are decluttering, depersonalizing, professional cleaning, and getting all the honey-do lists done. We have the resources to do a full remodel and or simple things like cleaning, painting, and landscaping.
How will that impact the listing price?
Ultimately, by working with a team of professionals with a ton of resources and strategies, you will net more money in a shorter amount of time. That's it. Let's go.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Honolulu, the agents I trust are Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi. They can give you a guarantee to sell your home, flexible fees, or up to $10,000 in cash to help with repairs. Get the option that's right for you. Go to teamlally.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Attilio.
If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Our guest today is from Hawaii Water Damage Restoration, formerly known as Oahu Extraction, with over 21 years of experience in water extraction and mold remediation. He and his team have been trusted name on Oahu, serving homeowners, property managers, insurance agents, and more.
As one of our newest business partners and an expert we trust, he's here to share his insights on protecting your property from water damage and mold and how his team delivers top-notch service across the island. Please welcome our guest, Fabio Silva.
Hello, Fabio.
Hello, how are you guys?
Great. Thanks for, welcome back. I know we've had you on before, and we're excited to remind our listeners about all of the services that you guys offer.
Yeah. So,
we are.
Go ahead.
We are a full one-stop shop for emergency services, water mitigation, water damage, mold remediation, and fire restoration. Yeah, we also do asbestos removal.
Do you guys do rotten teenager remediation? Like if they have an entitled attitude, they don't like get off their phone, they're talking back. Will you come and remediate the teenagers?
That's a tough one, yeah.
Nope. Sorry, parents. You just got to live with it. They're going to take care of the mold and the water damage, but they're going to leave the teenagers behind.
Well, let's talk about the response time and why is that so super, super important?
Yeah, why is that?
Being so responsive. Fabio.
Well, first is to minimize damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Especially on the water side, as fast as you can extract the water when you have the water supply burst on your refrigerator, or you have your dishwasher overflowed, something like that. So the first thing to do is call our emergency service company if you have your living room flooded or any other room of your house.
Yeah.
And get the water extracted and immediately set up equipment to dry. Yeah.
So what happens, Fabio, if like the water sits or you don't act on it right away? What's some examples that you guys have seen or come across?
Yeah, how does it get worse the longer they wait?
Well, with the weather in Hawaii, it's easy. You have hot, you have heat, a lot of heat, humidity.
Yeah.
It rains. It rains a little. It rains a lot. So you have a lot of vegetation. Everything affects and the mold growth.
Yeah,
especially when you have water and right.
The stuff starts growing fast.
The emergency, the insurance requests that the issue being taken care of within 72 hours maximum. Otherwise, they will, they will say you're neglecting your property.
Yeah,
so they
negligent.
They will deny your claim. Right.
So Fabio, what if have you come across any kind of situations where maybe the homeowner was on vacation and it was sitting for more than the 72 hours?
Will they make an exception if they were in Belize or something or Costa Rica for 2 weeks?
No, they don't.
They don't. Oh!
Well,
so make sure your friend, you know what, get a house sitter then.
Yeah, just someone to check in.
Right.
Not some teenager falling asleep on the couch eating up all your snacks. But somebody that actually go walk around by the way.
Yeah, or left the bathtub running water. And when you come home, the water is all over.
Yeah, or they forgot to shut something off. Yeah.
We encounter some. Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say that's good to know because I did not know that if
72 hours
you got to get it taken care of within 72 hours. Otherwise, you cannot do the insurance claim. Regardless of what you were doing, if you're on vacation, obviously you weren't on purpose. You weren't being negligent on purpose. It's just that circumstance.
You can't. It's Fabio. They can't call the insurance company and then you're like, oh yeah, I have a water leak on my house and all this mold and stuff and all this water damage. Then they're gonna say, oh, when did the leak start? Oh, 1984. I just haven't gotten around to it.
But there's exceptions to this rule.
Okay.
And this is in case of you have a lot of water.
Yeah.
And it's visible. It's coming out of the garage door. Things like that. And sometimes they're not home. There's nothing that your neighbor can do.
Sure.
If you never left your phone number with him when you went on a trip, how he's going to contact you?
Yeah.
That's good things to do. But there's leaks that you don't notice let's see, it's intermittent leak.
Yeah.
It's a small leak, just dripping, a little bit every day. But that water is infiltrating on your drywall, on your flooring, and you didn't see, And after
it's not visible,
3 or 4 years, you decided to change your refrigerator or for,
appliance.
or you move your refrigerator for a deep clean, and then so in those cases, they will open exception because, there's no way that you can see.
Unless
you're
not
stepping
vision,
in water.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we sometimes people smell a rotten smell or,
or like a used gym towel.
But they don't know. And then, we use infrared cameras to detect the moisture inside the drywall or in your ceiling. Or in your flooring, it will show if it's humid more than normal or not.
Yeah, because typically people are seeing the drywall is swelling, the mold, the baseboards are swelling a little bit, but maybe you don't see any of that, and you're like, wow, this smells like the men's locker room at 24-Hour Fitness. What's going on? You might as well have you guys come with the infrared gun.
Exactly. Yeah. And then when you scan with the infrared, you see you have a puddle behind the wall.
Wow, you can see that. Awesome.
So Fabio, it sounds like you know a thing or two about dealing with insurance claims and insurance companies. Maybe talk about navigating that and how
you guys are helpful to the client.
How your company assists with those insurance companies.
Yeah, we assist our customer in filing a claim with their own insurance company, and we provide 100% of the water mitigation up front. Mm-hmm. And we submit our estimates to the insurance company directly, so we do direct billing. So we take care of our customer from start to finish. Mm-hmm. On the repair side, when the customers receive the whatever is damaged, like say, for instance, you need to replace your flooring, your living room flooring. So there's a separate billing on that one. Mm-hmm. So in that we'll bill also to the insurance. And
nice.
For the repair side, they usually pay, they pay fast your claim, so you'll be able to get your house restored.
And the contractor wants to get paid right away too. Like, oh, insurance, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so, but we always we are very flexible. Yeah, and we work with our customer, because it's not of a situation that you're scheduling. You don't schedule a disaster. How are you going to schedule that? And so
I'm having one next week Friday at 2 p.m. No. I wish you could do that, right? Yeah.
So we understand the situation, and it's a stressful time, in the life of the owner. Yeah. And we are very cooperative, understandable. So we have experience, how it works. Yeah. Sometimes it take a little bit longer, but we know how it works.
Well, we have only 13 more questions. I'm just kidding. We only got 2 more.
Well, no, I want to also touch on, too. So, we've been talking a lot about water. But you guys also deal with other situations like fire. So tell us a little bit about that. How do you mitigate that situation?
Yeah.
Well, that's a hard one. It's the deal with fire. It's always, trauma. Some people lost their entire properties. It's more complicated. Sometimes it's a small part of the house. Sometimes, only a section of your cabinets, things like that. But it's still a complicated situation. But we are...
You guys
being able to navigate the rough waters. You
guys have solutions so that their house doesn't smell like a burnt hot dog for the next 5 years, right?
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
So, just for our listeners, we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and playing some of the videos
that are on Fabio's website.
Yes, and it's just highlighting all the different things that they do to help
20 years of experience
to bring back your home, like, especially after the fire. That it's like there's a lot of different things that needs to be addressed when restoring your property. So you can tune in there and see some of the pictures and the restoration journey.
Last question for you, Fabio. Mold remediation, fire restoration are it's critical services that in Hawaii's climate. What are some preventative measures homeowners can take to avoid needing your services? Let's talk about just like flooding and mold. What are some preventative things that homeowners can do?
Yeah, well, it's always check your shut-off valves, make sure they're working. Once in a while, grab a flashlight, go under your kitchen sink, check under your refrigerator, check your attic, check your ceiling for, any mushrooms growing or if you have any water stains or anything like that. Once in a while, just check your house for these possible things. Yeah.
Yes. Yep, and you guys, what's been some of the more significant advancements or changes in your industry that have improved the way you serve your clients? And that's our last question, I promise.
Technology, Technology. We're able to monitor our moisture readings from the shop after we service multiple units on a building. We are able to, or house. We are able to check on our drivers for the ETA, on the emergency call through GPS.
Yeah.
There are many.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like used to be when I started. You have to go and buy the book, the map on the 7-Eleven. Remember that? You had a
you can get there quick.
And it was a nightmare to find, an address.
Yeah.
It was like, today it's easier. Well, thanks God.
I used to work construction for my uncle, and I know you guys still use the boy system. You're supposed to say, what's the boy system?
What's the boy system?
Hey, boy, get over there and clean that up. Or girl. Girl, get over there and clean that up. No, I know that you guys, safety is always number one with your team. A lot of the stuff like mold remediation and all of that, you have to be certified. You got to follow EPA guidelines.
Correct.
You cannot be just doing stuff,
Just
whatever.
random.
And so we recommend for your homeowners, either in this situation, get it done right. Don't
do it right away.
Don't shortcut it with your cousin's uncle who, just going to come through and splay breach. Bring in the professionals, because it could, going cheap could cost you big time money down the road.
And Fabio, I know that, we talked about like getting it done immediately.
Yeah.
So let's say that this disaster happens at 1 a.m. Do you guys have a team that can come out and take care of things at
Fabio's like, hey, boy,
times?
Yes, we are 24/7, 365.
Nice.
We do after hours and weekends,
holidays,
24/7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even when Janet Jackson concert was in town, they still went.
That's right.
So you guys are going to forget the name, but just remember Hawaii Water Damage Restoration. Hawaii Water Damage Restoration. You guys can Google it. I'm sure it'll take you right to their website. Fabio Silva is the owner, and with years and years of experience.
The website, HawaiiWaterDamageRestoration.com.
HawaiiWaterDamageRestoration.com. But
yes.
I'm sure if you Google it, Hawaii Water Damage Restoration, you guys should come up. And you guys have been doing this for a long time, yeah? How long have you personally been doing this, Fabio?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah,
okay.
A little bit more from what I remember. Yeah, I started as cleaning carpets, actually,
Okay. I thought you were going to say I started as a model for the cover books of romance novels. You know who Fabio is? That's a different Fabio.
I know.
That's a different Fabio.
Wrong Fabio.
If they had a romance novel starring water restoration, you would be on the cover of that one. Okay. All righty.
Well, thank you, Fabio, for being on the show and sharing with our listeners a little bit about your company and everything that you guys provide. And let's give his phone number real quick, too. You guys write this down in case you have any kind of disaster. You can give Fabio a call at 330-6212.
Say that number one more time.
330-6212.
Just write down water emergency. Put it on the sticky note. Now,
save it in your phone.
That means I don't know where the bathroom is. Not that kind of water emergency. That means leak.
Yes. Or
fire.
Leaks, fires.
Flood.
Mold.
He's working on an updated technology, though, on rotten teenagers. But that's going to come out next year.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. All righty. Thank you, Fabio.
Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
I know we'll have you on again. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.
Aloha. Bye-bye.
So that's Fabio with Hawaii Water Damage Restoration. There's a low probability that you're listening to the show right now and you're like, I need them right. No. Unless if you're listening to the show and you have a water leak, stop listening to the show and go shut your water off. Here's a tip. Figure out where your main shutoff valve is for your home. So I'll give you a little clues here. If you where is that? We have one of those? Yes, you do. So look where the water meter is. It's a square or rectangle metal thing. It says water on it, W-A-T-E-R. Open that up. And then here's how it works. You have the water meter, which is the thing with the dials on it that determines how much water you use. Now, there's going to be a shutoff valve between the street and the water meter. That's border water supply. And there's going to be a shutoff valve between the water meter and your home. That's yours. It may be in the same box, or it may be a couple feet in. Underneath one circle, tell your kids we're going to look for a Pokemon. It's underneath. We got to find them. It's on one circle that has cement on it with one puka in the middle. It's the what am I going to call them? I'm going to call them the Pico Pokemon, because it's Pico is Hawaiian for belly button. And you got this circle. Now here's the deal. I know a lot of you, because this has happened. We sold tons of homes. The thing gets overgrown, and you guys know we whack them and keep them clear. And then, boom, when big leak happened, 2 o'clock in the morning, and everybody's running around.
Where's the shutoff valve?
Where's the shutoff valve? Where's the shutoff valve? And it's the most valuable Pokemon your kids ever going to find, because your house is flooding. The other thing I would do, turn it off and turn a spigot on that you can see, not inside the house. Turn on one of your spigots and see if it actually stops the water completely. Because you're either going to have one rotary dial kind, that looks like a webbing thing, or you're going to have a lever. The lever is the more modern ones because you can get more leverage on it. But here's the number one thing we find. Those things are so dang rusted that
the handle will break.
The handle will break.
Oops.
And it's going to cost you $3,500 plus parts. How do we know? Because we had to replace one of these not even 1 week ago. Mm-hmm. As a situation to get the water off and the water back on with the family back into their home. Turn it off, turn it on. Put on calendar reminder once a year to make sure that your main water valves are clear.
And that they work.
And then they go off, and then they go on. And then if you have a water sprinkler system, if it was installed properly, you should have a shutoff valve that literally just shuts off your water sprinklers. Because how many times you drive down the street and you're looking at Old Faithful in your neighbor's yard, boom, because the sprinkler head went broke, and it's all running down the street. And then you start thinking of the logo on the back of the border water supply truck, which says what?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't say I don't know. It says there is no substitute for clean water.
Okay.
Or fresh water. No, there's no substitute for pure water. I think it says pure water.
Why would we think of that logo with the water sprinklers?
I don't know. Because it says that because it's a valuable, precious resource.
Save the water.
So figure out how to shut off your water so you're not running down the street. Your neighbor's doing one TikTok video, and then everybody's flaming you out and talking stink about you because you're wasting water.
Don't do that.
There's your tip of the week. Go locate your water shut-off valve. Turn it off. Turn it on. By the way, full disclaimer: if the bugger broke while you're doing it, don't blame us. You should have done that a couple times ago, not like only 10 years apart.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jodie and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley of Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson Fine Line Paintworks.
Amphi with Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, attorney at law.
Rhino with Hawaii Unified.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio, he just was on the show, Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
Jake of Go Local Power.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, it's so easy. All you got to do is go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program.
If we can't sell your home with agreed upon price and our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.
The preceding program was sponsored by Team Lally.